Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking into something really interesting from the world of toys, actually, and what it says about representation.
Yeah, we're unpacking a press release from Mattel. They've launched a new Barbie doll, one that's getting a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm. And our job today is really to pull out the key pieces of information about this doll. We need to understand the design, the collaborations behind it, and maybe the bigger picture implications for inclusion, especially around type 1 diabetes.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The big news. Mattel's Barbie line has introduced its very first doll with type 1 diabetes, or T1D. This was officially announced July 8th, 2025. Pretty significant. And they explicitly state the purpose, right? They want more kids to see themselves in Barbie, but also to encourage play that goes beyond just what a child knows from their own life. So, fostering inclusion, empathy. Exactly. And it's interesting how they view Barbie's role. Krista Berger, she's the senior VP of Barbie, talked about how Barbie helps shape kids' early views of the world.
Right.
So reflecting medical conditions like T1D is, well, it's about making sure more kids feel seen, normalizing difference, really.
Right.
And this isn't just like a gut feeling they have that ties into actual research. The press release mentions a study with Cardiff University.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a multi-year one. It found that doll play really does foster empathy. It helps develop social skills, helps kids imagine their futures, kind of on an equal footing. So think about a kid without T1D playing with this doll.
Ah, okay. It becomes a learning tool for them, too.
Precisely.
Yeah.
A hands-on way to build understanding for their friends or classmates who might have T1D.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Now, getting into the design, this wasn't just a quick addition, was it? The collaboration with Breakthrough T1D sounds really important. That's the group formerly known as JDRF.
That's right. The leading global T1D research and advocacy organization. And yes, that partnership seems absolutely central to getting the doll right.
How so? Like, what specifically came out of that collaboration?
Well, it's the accuracy, really, the attention to detail. They work together to make sure the medical equipment, the whole look, felt authentic to someone living with T1D, even down to the pattern on her dress, apparently.
Okay, so what are we talking about feature-wise?
So she has a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM on her arm. That's a little device that tracks blood sugar.
Okay.
And they've given it a Barbie touch. It's held on with heart-shaped Barbie pink medical tape. Plus, she has a little toy phone showing a CGM app display. Very current.
That's really specific. What else?
There's also an insulin pump. It's shown as a small device attached at her waist, representing how automated insulin delivery works for some people.
Gotcha.
And her outfit, a blue polka dot top, matching skirt with ruffles. Apparently, the blue color and the circle print are nods to global symbols for diabetes awareness.
Oh, interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, little details like that. And she has a pastel blue purse, too. You know, maybe for carrying supplies or snacks.
So really thoughtful design elements.
Very. And Aaron Kowalski, the CEO of Breakthrough T1D, he shared a personal take. He is T1D himself, his brother, too. He said this partnership is deeply personal for him. It brings visibility. He mentioned it's an honor to work with a brand that shows kids that, life with type 1 can still be full and vibrant.
Empowering.
That's powerful stuff. And it connects to how they're amplifying the message, right? They didn't just release the doll, they also honored some real-world advocates.
Exactly. 2 global role models, both T1D advocates, got their own unique Barbie dolls made in their likeness.
Who are we talking about?
Peloton instructor Robin Arzon from the U.S. and model Lila Moss from the U.K.
Okay.
Robin Arzon actually helped unveil the new doll on July 8th in New York. She talked about finding purpose in advocacy and educating, saying knowledge is power, especially for kids.
Yeah.
And that challenge is, well, they give you a reason to push harder.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
And Lila Moss.
Her perspective was also really striking. She mentioned being proud to educate about T1D, and she said something like, being different is cool.
I like that.
Yeah. She talked about getting messages from people who see her wearing her glucose monitor patches and feel represented, and getting a Barbie that actually looks like her, patches and all. She called it surreal and special.
Wow. Being different is cool. That really sticks. You can imagine how validating that must feel for someone, especially a young person living with T1D.
Yeah.
Seeing a Barbie like them.
Absolutely. It's more than just seeing yourself. It's like validation. It says, you're okay, you're seen, you're even cool. That's a huge message. It's just the narrative really empowers kids.
So to really grasp why this doll's accuracy matters so much, maybe we should quickly touch on what type 1 diabetes actually is. What did the source material highlight?
Sure. So T1D is an autoimmune condition. Basically, the pancreas stops making insulin. or makes very little. Insulin is crucial, so people with T1D need insulin therapy just to survive.
Okay.
And there are risks involved,
Yeah.
both short-term, like dangerous blood sugar highs and lows, and long-term complications affecting kidneys, eyes, nerves, the heart.
Mm.
It can be very serious. It affects almost 9 million people worldwide. And there are some key myths it's important to bust.
Like what?
Well, it's not just a childhood disease. Almost half of diagnoses happen in adults. And critically, it's not caused by diet or lifestyle choices. That's a big misconception.
Right. That's crucial.
The exact causes aren't fully known, probably a mix of genetics and environment, and right now, there's no cure.
Okay. Understanding that really underlines why getting the representation right on this doll is so important. It's not trivializing it, it's normalizing it accurately.
Exactly. And it fits into a bigger picture for Barbie, too. This T1D doll is part of their fashionistas line.
Right. They've been doing a lot with diversity in that line, haven't they?
Definitely. The line has like over 175 different looks now, various skin tones, eye colors, hair types, body types, and other disabilities too.
Yeah.
They have a Barbie who is blind, one with Down syndrome, one with hearing aids.
So this isn't a one-off, it's part of a wider strategy.
Seems so. A broader commitment to reflecting the real world.
And this particular doll is already having a direct impact. They mentioned a donation.
Yeah. They're donating these T1D Barbies to the Breakthrough T1D 2025 Children's Congress that's happening right now, July 7th to 9th in D.C.
Wow.
Yeah, 170 kids ages 4 to 17 living with T1D from all over the U.S. and internationally, meeting with Congress members, getting this doll. Imagine how meaningful that will be for them.
That's really cool. A very tangible impact right away.
And looking ahead, there's another angle to sustainability. The 2025 Fashionistas line, including this doll, has a commitment to using more sustainable materials.
Oh, how so?
They're using a minimum of 50% ISCC certified biocircular plastic. It's based on a mass balance approach. And the packaging is made from FSC certified materials.
Okay, so the goal there is reducing reliance on like traditional fossil fuel plastics, moving towards a more circular economy.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to build sustainability even into toy production.
Good to know. And just for anyone listening who's interested, the dolls are available now, right? Mattel Shop, other retailers.
Yeah, that's what the release says. Yep. Available now nationwide.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway from this deep dive? It feels like it's about more than just a single toy.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
It really shows the many layers of impact a toy can have, from making an individual child feel seen,
Right, representation.
to raising broader awareness about a health condition, empowering different identities, and even pushing towards environmental responsibility in how things are made. It's quite multifaceted.
Yeah, it touches on a lot.
And it leaves you with a question, doesn't it?
Right.
Something to think about. How might toys like Barbie, as they keep evolving, not just reflect the world, but actually help shape a more inclusive, more empathetic future? You know, influencing how the next generation sees difference, sees health, sees possibility. Just through the simple act of playing, what kind of future are we building one doll at a time?